Hey there, and welcome to GemStars, part of the Untold Stories Project. I'm Wiki, and I'll be your host and game master this evening. GemStars is an actual play of Mutants and Masterminds, the world's greatest superhero RPG by Green Ronin Publishing, taking place in the original setting of LaFondie. Mutants and Masterminds is a D20-based system that allows players and GMs to create stories featuring all the greatest heroes and villains of their imagination. One of the fun things about Mutants and Masterminds is the inclusion of the hero point. These allow heroes to re-roll a die, take an extra action, recover from a dangerous condition, make small scene edits, or use their powers in creative ways. Each hero starts with one of these hero points and can gain additional hero points for good role-playing, funny jokes, clever decisions, having their characters' complications used against them, and by your generosity. That's right. If you subscribe, renew a subscription, or donate bits to the stream, you will generate a hero point that you can then give to the player of your choice. We are a small but growing streaming network, and those follows, subscriptions, likes, and comments, both here on Twitch and over on YouTube, help to keep us visible, growing, and paying our bills. Now, let's meet our heroes for tonight, shall we? Say, "This is fine, heroes."
This is fine,
heroes. Fine, heroes.
Heroes, let's go ahead and have you introduce yourselves. Tell us your name, who you're playing, and answer our question of the week, which is, who would you cast to play your character for the live action GemStars movie? And we will start with, because I know how much they love being the person who starts, Jemmy.
Hi, I'm Jemmy. My theme is Blue on a few other streams. I'll be playing Morganite tonight. Or Mary. I'm not wording well today, but hi. Thank you all for coming. And to answer the question of the day, I didn't have an actor until I was getting on stream. And I think I'm gonna go with if anyone, like I don't know exactly, but I was gonna pick like the actor for Sharpay from High School Musical. I don't know her name actually, and I couldn't pronounce it when I tried looking it up.
Demi.
Sorry.
Oh my god, all I can think of her is from The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Isn't that the same girl?
I think so.
You also know her from Phineas and Ferb.
I know. I don't know actors is the problem, which is why every time there's one of these questions, I sit there going, this was me despite me.
So what they are trying to say is Ashley Tisdale.
Thank you. And we can tell how great the stream's gonna be going when I've yawned like 3 times on camera, and this is my introduction. But I'm just gonna pass it to Calvin.
Okay. Well, hey everyone. I'm Calvin. And I'm playing Arcelia, aka Ruby, the Red Gemstar of Strength. I'm here several days and on YouTube at Win with Dice on several days. For the question of the day, so I felt like I wasn't very familiar with actors, but I guess not as severely as some other people maybe. But I did do some Googling and I found China Ann McClain, who was in Black Lightning, playing the younger sister whose name escapes me because I haven't seen that show for a while.
She was also on Disney.
Yes. No. Yes. No. She was Lightning.
Yeah.
Yes.
The older one was Thunder.
Yep.
She was
She was
also
also
in Disney.
Uma in Descendants.
Yes.
Also, you can just say my name when you're trying to call me out, man.
I was trying to be nice about it.
You don't have to be nice when it's so obvious it's me. Just call me out.
It's just, he's so very Canadian.
True.
I needed at least a little politeness in there.
It's genetically ingrained.
Yeah, I can't help.
It's their birthright.
Yeah, she played Jennifer Pierce on the show. So yeah, that was who I went with. And with that, let's finish off the bottom row and I'll pass it to Aaron.
Hey, everybody. I am Aaron. I am playing Braylon, the Amber Gemstar of Transmutation. And I actually feel a little guilt about this question because I have an easy answer. It's the same answer I used last time when we were asked about voice actors, because I based Braylon off of a real world actor. So why would I not choose Hunter Schafer to play Braylon in a live action version of GemStars? So yeah, I'm gonna go with the obvious answer.
I guess
And-
we'll allow it.
Look, I picked an actor when I made the character. That's not my fault.
I kind of feel like Grant Gustin could be a good backup.
No,
Don't think so?
no.
Hmm.
I would actually probably go with Elliot Page over Grant Gustin.
I can see Elliot Page, yeah.
But in any case, yeah, so I'm sticking with Hunter Schafer, and I will punt over to Brandon.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brandon. I play Kingsley Palace, aka Jade Crystal, aka Emerald, the Gemstar of Fortune. Ooh, I remembered that after all this time. And mine ended up being pretty easy too, because I was trying to think I needed an actor who could do bubbly and who could sing. And that led me immediately to Zooey Deschanel.
Huh.
And
I am not unseeing that now. Oh no.
I have
know.
broken Joe, so I'll go ahead and pass it to her.
That's not where I would have gone, but okay, I can see it.
I wasn't sure, but I that one. Holy crap. Okay, sorry. I'm Joe, and I play Sodalite, aka lots of different names. She gets called a lot of things.
Some of them
But-
need to stay on stream.
As far as an actor, Amita Suman, I'm probably saying her name all wrong, but she's the assassin girl in Shadow and Bones. And I just love her in that role, but then like she definitely has that like stealthy, sneaky aesthetic, and just that's who I saw. And I think she would have a lot of fun playing the part. And Puppy.
Hi, I'm Ann Puppy. I play Elliot or Alexandrite. Before I pick my character, I just want to say that I know not everybody here is a sports fan, but as a Cincinnati fan, I just want to say that if you watch the game on Monday night, that the player that was injured, I think it's Damar Hamlin, that he's still in critical condition. And I just want to say that I'm sending good vibes, positive vibes his way to his family, because that was an unpleasant sight to see. But just wearing blue for Bill's Mafia. So just wanted to kind of give a quick that good vibes and positive feelings are headed his way. But to answer the question of the day, I also am following in Aaron's footsteps, and Audrey Plaza is who I would want to voice her and also play her. So relatively easy question, because I feel like even looking at the artwork, I can just see her. So it helped, made it a lot easier to answer. So yeah, Aubrey, that's who I go with. So back to Wiki.
I have too many people to cast, so I will cast no one. We don't like that, do we, Calvin?
No.
Vicious.
Mysterious voice off stream. What would the masked blade be?
that's Alex that.
Mysterious voice off stream.
They said mysterious disembodied voice.
You're getting the voice.
Bruce Campbell for everyone.
Actually, I could totally see Bruce Campbell as that. I mean, a younger Bruce Campbell.
I was thinking
Actually,
David Fillion, which is kind of along very.
I mean, that
similar-
is kind of the younger Bruce Campbell at this point.
Yeah.
although Bruce Campbell wouldn't be that far off from the right
Oh,
age for Ori at this juncture.
That's true.
So, well, now I can't unsee that.
Also, I'd like to point out we have 2 subscriptions. One
Um,
of them was my father giving me a hero point, and the other was Aunt Bubby.
Giving herself a hero point.
I'm assuming.
I didn't even have to ask.
Thank you to the cast members resubscribe. We're just going with the thank you, Father, for the hero point.
Uh-huh.
I will eat it.
Okay, so now that all of that is out of the way, when last we saw our magical girls, they helped some refugees from the Prime Universe's Lore Republic, learned some interesting information about each other, Shadowfall, that damn cat, and a being known as the Empress. And they have now decided to split the team again, with Emerald, Alexandrite, and Ruby heading off to Galliana to try and convince the mages of the dangerous situation with Shadowfall, and that uniting with the military might be their only hope, while Amber, Sodalite, and Morganite head off to Pearl to assess the situation there. And I believe we will start with the folks over trying to get into Galliana. So Amber dropped you guys off at the border of the region because you all know that there is basically a giant magical dome covering the entirety of the region because they fully expect to be raided, invaded, attacked at some point by the military.
Yep, the military we are asking them to work with.
Yeah, I'm sure this will go well.
Does anybody have really good persuasion?
Yes, but they're in Pearl.
Dope.
Sure are.
So, what
More than one of us, actually, I think, but
what would the Galliana crew like to do? You're just outside of the border, and you have a decent idea of where some of the watchtowers, for lack of a better term, are. Because again, you guys helped to put the defenses in place. So
we should head towards one of those and then maybe try to figure out what we're going to say. We know who would be in charge, right? I think we spoke to them before after setting up the barrier.
yeah. Why do I do this to myself? Sibash Nartha is the head of the chancellery.
Okay.
I'll put that in the chat for you so that you know how that's spelled.
Definitely the demon shouldn't be the one doing the talking.
Okay, I'll try that again so that I'm speaking to everyone other than myself.
Oh, I can see it.
No, I
Oh, you
see
can?
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. There we go.
I don't know about that. I mean, you have the most experience with this problem we're dealing with.
I mean, I have the knowledge of it, but not really the tongue for it.
I mean, they've seen you before.
I know, but I was also kind of mean. So, as is, my nature.
I still would rather have your input, which means no stealthing around for now.
And as has already been pointed out previously, you're the one with the information that must be dumped upon them.
Yeah, now you're expecting me to remember what information I'm supposed to dump on them as a regular human, as a real life human.
So, as a brief reminder, last episode, you disclosed information about Shadowfall, where you come from.
That we nom the worlds.
Yes. What you, some of the things that you knew about the Empress, and how she and her magic or gathering worlds and people sort of works, to your knowledge. And you all discovered that at least part of the world that the Empress rules over, and that Elliot comes from, was at one time called Earth. So that is some of the information that
That doesn't seem like particularly important information.
you will want to be sharing with the mages.
Some place we've never heard of.
That's fine.
I mean, it's someplace you've all never heard of, even those of you who are from it.
Sure.
So it's easy enough for you guys to get to the closest sort of watchtower entry area. They recognize you almost immediately and allow you entry into the region. So you'll have a bit of time to come up with what you want to say or do, because you still have a little bit of a walk. It's probably roughly a half an hour from where you entered the border.
I have a feeling I should be the one to talk. I don't know. It just feels. I just have a feeling.
Yeah, I was actually gonna mention I don't know how good I am with people skills, at least for this case.
I don't know. I just feel like
Yeah, Lucky Charm over there seems like our best option to get us in nicely, and I can just divulge the information I have available to me.
so. What do we want me to say to win them over? What's our game plan?
Did you just sprinkle some of your little pixie dust stuff that you got there? You're the one that all the good things keep happening to.
I do not. I don't. What's pixie dust?
Yeah, that's a book you guys don't have here.
I guess not. Well, we need to let them know about the danger that's above all of our heads, and that they may need to work with the military to protect Lafandi. I'm sure there might be something they will. I mean, obviously they don't want the military to attack them. Maybe we can figure out some sort of way for them to, I don't know, meet halfway at some point.
Yeah, maybe we could just if we can just get them to convince them to be open to a parlay, that would probably be a win at this point in time.
Exactly. Hopefully it's just, certain parts of the military that are going a bit rogue. I mean, we only saw a few commandos at one point, so.
So, have we learned Your name and puppy?
Nope.
No, okay. I just want to make sure I'm getting this right when I said it. So I'm sorry, what's your name?
Yeah, that's not important.
Okay. Weird tail lady. You can start us off with explaining what the situation is, and your refusal to give them the name will certainly start us off on the right foot. And then I can follow up with the actual appeal. And hopefully this will be the I am rolling a persuasion and Aunt Puppy is providing assistance.
I have okay for
As intended.
persuasion, so.
So it takes you roughly a half an hour or so to get back to the actual chancellery. And I'm assuming you are requesting admittance to the building?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, give me just a second. Yeah, go ahead, give me a persuasion check. Whoever has the highest persuasion there.
Mine's 5.
Mine's 5.
Mine is lower than that.
Since I'm theoretically
So the
taking
fives
the lead,
have it.
since I'm theoretically taking the lead and I am not a demon, maybe I'll go ahead and roll it.
I mean, that's fair.
Can we assist with this or?
I will welcome an assist. But I got 22. So whatever happens.
All right. The guards will allow you to come in, and you will note that the guards are actually crystalloid. And you enter Citadel Arcanum, and it is as interesting on the inside as it is on the outside. Once again, this building appears to be, the only word for it is alive. It kind of pulses with the various colors. It's very reminiscent, what it does, the way it looks is very reminiscent of the way the Guardian looks. Sort of rotating through the colors and vaguely transparent or translucent, and very shimmery, except that this building seems to, occasionally it seems like it might be changing shape.
Like the room we're in is changing a shape, or
Like
like
the whole thing might just be subtly changing its shape as you move through it.
Ruby is taking very light steps because she doesn't know if this building is actually alive.
Ellie's
be
just racing through.
Might be looking to eat you or something. So you're led to a great chamber. Again, very reminiscent of what Ithium looks like when you're inside of it, only instead of the protruding crystal spheres, it's very smooth, but it's the same like size of space, and it seems to also have the, for lack of a better term, retracting roof. And you find the chancellery is waiting there. So the 9 members of the chancellery are all present, and Shivas steps forward and says how can we help you? We did not expect to see you again so soon.
Greetings. We have very important, very urgent news that changes the very nature of, well, everything on Lafandi. There are some updates that we need to make you aware of immediately, and ask you to aid us. And I looks back over at the unnamed character. Would you care to fill them in on what Darkfall is up to?
So quick sidebar question. Can I create almost like a, I don't want to say like a movie, but like pictures as I'm
hologram?
talking? Yeah, like kind of like
PowerPoint presentation.
almost, yes.
Uh,
A
Where it's not
Princess
like,
Leia, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi kind of thing.
yeah, like not where it's like exactly what it is that I'm saying. Like it's not like a video like that I'm projecting, but kind of just like, you know, here's this thing, and it's kind of like an outliney, shadowy of the Empress on top of like her, you know, Mount Crumpet type thing.
on
with
top
all
of Mount
her stuff.
Crumpet.
And in
You,
my head, that's what I envision. Like it looks like walking up to her big, like giant castle at the top is like this crazy broken mountain, essentially. Like just kind of creating like little imagery, I guess.
sure, we'll say you you can sort of, you can get the general impression of what you're trying to do there by
Yeah,
using,
more like, yeah, kind of like just, you know, like an outline of.
yeah,
this-
so you'll be using your shadow duplicate power sort of
Okay.
in a new and interesting way.
Essentially, she's talking with her hands, making a little puppet show.
Yeah.
So in Shadowfall, there is an empress who likes to collect things, but not like what appears to be how you guys collect things. She likes the things that collect things, and then also the things they're collecting in all realms and everywhere, in all of time and space.
She kidnaps,
Do what?
she kidnaps people.
Yeah, and then enslaves them. And then bans all of the things that she brought over so that she can keep them for herself, like a dragon.
I don't know what a dragon is, but that sounds awful.
I guess if technically Shadowfall is kind of Earth, there would be things that I would have
Yeah,
gathered from other
absolutely.
places that you guys wouldn't understand.
Yep.
At least makes her feel a little bit better that somebody else also doesn't understand things. Basically, she has an undying appetite for collecting everything and has no qualms with what she's collecting. So whether that be humans, Lafondians, plants, books, art, whole planets, stars, moons,
Power.
powers, magic, everything. And is using it to continue to control the pores.
The pores.
You will always make me laugh. And with that, she has developed a small council of barons that also assist her in when needing to capture something larger. Like all of the people that just came over in that giant hole that
I don't think they know about that yet.
oh,
So while we were doing something that Brandon can't remember what it was that we were actually doing that got
We were
interrupted.
saving a school.
Yes,
So
you were.
while we were saving the school along the coast,
You were you were rescuing the students and faculty of the Mage Academy in Diamond Bay.
Diamond Bay. Okay. So while we were performing the rescue mission at Diamond Bay, there was what best could be described as a portal that opened up. And out of it came roughly
just a waterfall of people.
a million people. People probably isn't the best way to put it. They didn't look like us. Similar, very similar, but their eyes were definitely different. And we had a chance to converse with them and discovered that they were refugees from another dimension, I guess. But before we could really set about a plan of how to assist them, a giant cloud came out of Darkfall and took almost all of them. And now there are only about 2,000?
About 3,000 of them left.
There are only about 3,000 left.
Currently trapped in a dome.
No, that was a
No.
Oh, did we let them out?
It's a protective dome.
Yeah,
we let them out of our protective dome.
They are on their way to the Shattered Islands with the Mage Academy people.
They're on their way to the Shattered Isles. We figured that was the best place for them to safely be for the moment because of the burgeoning civil war. But on that note, so we need to end the civil war because
So the the head of the chancellery
That was a lot of information he had to take in 30 seconds.
just will raise his hand in the multi-universal indication of please stop. And that is a great deal of information to take in and process in 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was a lot for us to take in real time.
And you see the rest of the chancellery sort of all whispering to each other. And Sivash says, first, I have questions.
Absolutely.
I would like to begin with, and he will look at Alexandrite and say, how do you know these things?
Well, I don't know if you've noticed what's on the top of my head, but I am from Shadowfall.
But she is one of us, one of the GemStars. She is been very, very helpful, very a vital member of our group from the beginning. That the GemStar of, and Puppy, remind me what Alexandra is.
Magic.
Magic.
Oh,
Chose her.
I was like Alexandrite, like that's my
The GemStar of Magic chose her.
Yes, we are not the military. We do not judge based on appearances.
I also have a little bit of a better insight, seeing as my father is one of the barons to the Empress.
Okay. That's
Not, I don't know if she revealed that to everybody the last time or not.
she did.
Okay.
For some reason, not the name.
Okay. Okay.
So we have a valuable opportunity here in having inside knowledge that is going to be able to enable us to resist and to rescue the people that were taken. We have a better opportunity.
You are
Then
speaking
that's
of
any-
these newcomers?
Yes. I believe they called themselves the Lore. Or at least some of them did. Some of them were Lore, some of them weren't. It wasn't very. It was a lot that happened in a very short period of time.
Yes, that it sounds like it. Are we aware? Again, addressing Alexandrite, are you aware of the Empress's current plans?
Her-
Their
current-
weaknesses?
Her current plans have been slightly corrupted. It appeared that while gathering a lot of the magic and relics and people, her original plan of just wanting to collect things slowly corrupted her into having an insatiable appetite for collecting everything. So it appears her end goal is to literally have everything.
And I assume that means us on the Fondi.
Correct. You are her ultimate goal.
Both mages and military.
One would assume, yes. And you are aware of weaknesses, ways that we can stop this from occurring? Perhaps stop this Empress from collecting and enslaving people?
Being that it was only a handful of us, and most of us being not of a strong power level, no. I can tiny holes, but there are no large weaknesses that I have been able to obtain.
From what Alexandrite tells us, escape is impossible, and yet Alexandrite escaped. There may also be a being of dubious loyalties that nonetheless shares her as a common enemy. If you're here, you may want to go ahead and reveal yourself.
I thought you were talking about my mom. I don't think I revealed that part of it yet.
I don't know anything about
Now I know
my
you're
mom.
talking. I was like,
I'm not
Mom?
mistaken.
What
The
is this,
cat
like,
the cat did say it's gonna go with the weird ones. So that's up
Yeah.
to you if you think you're the weird ones.
yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I'm not really sure she chose the weird ones.
I said if.
I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying reminding the cat was like, I want the weird ones, and we still were all like, who's the weird ones?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the cat came with us because we had
Didn't
talked to
know
the cat.
At this point,
But-
we did.
at this point, the only one who knows where the cat is Soda.
No, I was talking to it too. I was there with Soda.
Nope,
Soda
I was
just
not
knows
there.
exactly where the cat is.
At the moment, yes. The
I think that my favorite part of that conversation right there, that moment, was that he was like, reveal yourself. And then
and
nothing
No, I said
Sivash is
if
like,
you are here, you may want to go ahead and reveal yourself.
who are you speaking to?
The being with dubious loyalties that I mentioned, they
So
prefer to observe and not be observed, so it's never quite certain when or where they are. I figured we would just at least see if they are. Here's not.
Okay.
Stupid,
Um,
freaking useless.
and what exactly is it that you are proposing?
Well, the first thing we need to do is end this civil war. Divided, we stand no chance. We need the mages to be open to parley with the military.
The
That
mages and the chancellery in particular has always been open to cooperation with the military. We cannot say the same for those in charge of the military.
understood, but we figured that we would have a better chance of securing that much with you first, and then working on the hard ones, who, start with the ones who weren't going to be inclined to arrest us on the spot. That's our next step, getting them to agree to a parley, then setting up the parley. Then we can start making plans. Because there is no way we can stop this on our own.
Well, we have, as best we can, been doing our own research since the moment that Shadowfall came into existence above us. And you have given us more information than we were able to discover on our own, outside of the fact that the planet as it is seemingly made of magic. And it is a magic we do not recognize. And that is worrying for many, many reasons. This new information should be helpful in devising some sort of plan of defense at the very least. As to the proposed ceasefire, we are not the one, I will point out that we are not the ones firing.
Understood.
Does that mean you'd be comfortable working with the military if we can get them to stand down?
As I said, we have always been comfortable working with the military. We are the reason that the Gem Warrior program exists. So
We just wanted to
your main
make sure.
hurdle will be Acosta. He has always been ambitious, but his ambition has grown in ways that we did not expect in the last 8 cycles or so, which is roughly like 8 months. So not too long after Shadowfall appeared, Acosta started what Shubash is telling you is that not long after Shadowfall appeared, Acosta started behaving not exactly differently, but more aggressively.
That is potentially concerning.
So
But perhaps, hopefully, his desire to live is greater than his ambition.
The the Imperator has
The Emperor started.
the Imperator, which you guys know is the head of the military. It's the only person above Acosta currently in the military. So the Imperator has, the current Imperator has always been an ally to the mages. And we do fear the lies that must be flying around the military meetings for her to agree to the actions that Acosta has been taking recently.
Would you then consider it a better move to go straight to the Imperator first or to Acosta first?
If you can get to the Imperator, then she would be your best option. We have not seen her in months.
You know that she's even alive?
We do not know. The general orders seem to still be coming from that office. But as far as I'm aware, no one that I know has seen her in months.
Well, if Acosta has done something to the Imperator, even exposing that can significantly weaken him among the people.
It could significantly weaken him among the military.
So it sounds like the Imperator should be our next stop. However, we might be able to find her. Okay.
Unfortunately, Laramar has always been outside of our purview, so we can offer no assistance there.
Well, thank you.
Keep us informed of your progress, and
Absolutely.
we will continue to be as vigilant as we can.
Yes, and on that note, you may want to make sure you gather up any folks with magic that enables the ability to see invisible things.
Oh, we
Sure.
have. That is something that is always in place.
Good. Thank you for your graciousness and your humility. As always, the Chancery is an example for the people.
It is one of our many jobs. You are welcome to, we don't know how long it has been since you have rested or eaten. You are welcome to.
It feels like it's been a month and a half.
A very lot has happened to you in a day. It is getting close to lightfall, so you're coming on to nighttime. You may want to, there's not a whole lot you can do right now anyway. You may want to take them up on that offer.
I think at least
some respite within the Arcanum.
I'll look over to Ruby.
Ruby will give a nod because this seems like a good idea for now. We should update the rest of the team though.
Yes.
You can do that from anywhere.
Yes.
Is that damn cat?
No, that was the GM reminding you that you have a mental link.
That was the voice.
Yes, that was the voice of God.
I thought it was Shelby.
So the chancellor will have one of the crystalloids show you to basically a room. There's seating, there's various sleeping arrangements. There's a table laid out with food. It's basically like a hotel suite where you can eat and rest and converse if you need to. And while you guys get comfortable, we're going to hop over to Pearl.
I was gonna say real quick. Kingsley is the last one to go to sleep. And after everyone has gone to sleep, she goes into a corner, curls up, and cries until she falls asleep.
And on that bright note, we will jump over to Pearl. And the back alley behind Braylon's, what is essentially a flat of apartments for the consulate, where Amber, Sodalite, and Morganite have appeared.
Yawning for this part. Oh, no.
Sure have.
I don't have a mute to hide behind for all the yawns. Anyway, what was our plan? We had one of those.
I mean, again, in fairness, it's been a month. Well,
Oh yeah, that's Jemmy asking.
I will tell you that even on the rewatch that I did today, it was very unclear what the Pearl group, what your mission was actually to do.
That's good.
So
Great.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure.
I think that you were generally trying to assess what was happening in Pearl, since you've been unable to contact anyone, particularly anyone from the consulate in Pearl. So
yeah, that was my priority, was to try to find out what the heck is
happy
happening
hell is going on
with because, you know, again, Pearl's the capital, and if the military is, you know, moving in to take care of the soulless, then that's a thing. Like, that's a great way to start a coup. In addition to, you know, taking out all of the mages. I know that Mary also wanted to check on, well, their mother.
Check on my mother, still trying to get contact to my father.
Right.
That whole shebang.
But yeah, so I think the first priority was, unfortunately, probably continuing to split the party, because, yeah, I want to get as close into the consulate as I can. And try to find out what's going on there. And I do not currently think that, well, I'll just go into character, that, you know, on the one hand, I could certainly walk in there and say, hey, I'm the acting consul, tell me what's going on. But that could also get me thrown in jail or into protective custody. Alternately, I could try to sneak my way in which case, Pecha, you could come with me.
As a precaution to us sneaking you in, why don't we go ahead and have Morganite go to her family's house, check on her mom, thank you. Check on their mom, see about being able to contact their dad, and you can hang out there. And if Amber gets thrown somewhere we don't want them to be, we can just boop to you.
All right.
That seems reasonable, assuming that there isn't something blocking our magic.
Mhm. That's my worry. But I guess I just feel a little bad I can't be more productive. So,
You're
Well-
our safety net. That's
Yeah.
very
Also-
productive.
Also, let's be real honest. Right now, I think every single member of our team, with the possible exception of me and Tetcha, are worried about where the hell our parents are.
there.
You're the only one of us who might be able to check on them.
Mhm.
So, frankly, I'd feel a whole lot better knowing that at least there's one set of parents we don't have to go, oh, they've been kidnapped, captured, held hostage, are being used as bait for a hostile takeover.
Well, we still know my Al's doing things to my mom.
I think
Right.
he's just an antidepressant.
I don't think antidepressants are supposed to do that.
So you have had it confirmed by the Guardian that whatever
He's not hurting.
whatever Ortison is doing is his job.
Yeah, it's just like mhm. No, like she understands. It's just still the I still morally object. But
You just don't like that feathered sass bucket.
It's
Feathered
it's
Sass
someone.
Bucket
It's
tried to
it's
affect me.
some other medical person is doing medical things that she doesn't know how it works. Like, no,
That is
that's
not
gonna
medicine.
That
That
is
is magic.
That's the same thing in Lafondie.
It's not because she studied medicine and then got healing magic. She knows the difference.
But medicine and magic are intertwined
Yeah.
in Lafondie.
No, I'm more just wondering if I can find a way to get contact my father. And if it means stealing my mom's phone while she's in the weird state, Vox, while she's in the weird state, and seeing if he picks up to that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
Gotcha.
so you head home.
Mhm. You two stay safe.
So for the record, home for Mari is outside of the current district that you're in.
Right.
And it's a good, I believe we established it's about an hour outside of that
On
district.
foot, yeah.
And I will give you the benefit that while zapping into the alley here, Braylon would have noted that there are checkpoints set up around basically the entirety of the governmental district inside of Pearl.
So instead,
And you will have noted that there doesn't seem to be anybody on the streets, which in this district is
That's
really,
weird.
really weird. The only people that you noticed on the streets were in uniform.
Well, that might change the plan.
yeah. Hey, so should I maybe just instead hide inside your apartment?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, you feel like you could probably zip zorp them over
Yeah.
if you really wanted to.
Is that the technical term for how she?
Yes,
Now
Yeah.
it is.
it's Braylon's zip zorp.
I mean, I turn into a lightning bolt and then they teleport to me. I don't know how else to describe it.
It's the Amber Express on
Yeah.
the Zip Zorp rail.
Patent pending.
Yeah.
I mean, really, the only thing I have to get back to the house for really to do is get my mom's box to try to contact my father, if that's the plan. But even then, I'm not sure he'll pick up for that either.
Right. Regardless, though, having you there as opposed to my apartment might be a safer place for us to travel to.
Fair. Yeah, yes. To be able to have you guys travel means I have to be transformed for my mother, and I'm gonna guess my owl probably has some countermeasure for that, but I don't know.
We don't have to go into your house. Go somewhere outside or just outside of it.
Yeah. No, but that's the problem is if she wants to go into the house to do the checking with things, if they need that immediate, she already has to be transformed to even have that
Yeah, but
mental link.
it's going to take us some time to infiltrate the Capitol building.
Alright.
So
And whenever you transform back, you just ping us a little message.
I guess.
yeah. Well, actually, Techa, can't your powers allow us to stay in telepathic communication even outside of our gem link?
Can it? I don't know.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, GM. I'm sitting here like staring at my sheet going, do it? Yes, I can. Means I have to be in your head. Sorry,
Um,
that was creepy.
It's fine.
Everything you
I-
do is creepy.
I mean, I kind of trust you guys, so it's okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Just made Sasha's day when she's like, oh, trust.
What? That's a thing? Oh wow. Okay, cool.
Trust. What is this be?
That's a new emotion. Oh, what?
And Braylon is just reminded again that we have a whole lot of sharing that needs to happen, but now is still not the time.
No, we'll question you at a later time. Mary was just getting upset over the people hiding things.
Right. All right. So I will zip Zorp back out to, a block or so away from Mary's house. She can teleport to me, and then I will zip out back over to the alleyway.
All right. Let's deal with Mari first.
Yay. I get the development first. Because mine will take 5 seconds.
So you're just outside of your house. You can take it from there.
Detransform, look for the owl.
Give me a
Oh wait, I need my untransformed character sheet.
perception check, please.
Yeah. Sorry, I need a sec. I was like, oh wait, I need my untransformed.
I feel like those should be the same still.
Yeah, your perception doesn't change from one form to the other.
Oh, well, that's great. I opened another sheet for nothing. Anyway, 24.
You don't see your owl,
Mhm.
but for just the briefest second, you think that maybe you're going crazy, because for just the briefest moment, you see, just sort of out of the corner of your eye while you're sort of scanning for your owl, standing near the gate to your back garden, a very, very small person. They're like, I don't know, maybe a foot tall.
Maybe I lied about mine.
And you can't make out a lot before the image vanishes from your vision. But you get the sort of a look of like a tweed suit and a very pointy hat, fluffy beard. And that, and you turn, you sort of, it's one of those things where you're sort of looking around and you kind of see it, and then your brain goes, what the heck? And you turn back and it's gone.
Anybody else picturing David the gnome right now?
So you
That just changed my plans a little bit.
you think maybe you're losing your mind,
Yeah, that would
because that's not a thing. That's never been a thing.
there's a lot of things that haven't been things that are happening. So you know
So,
what?
Just but no, your owl is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, well, mom's still in a weird state. I can take a minute to go into the garden first and see if there's gnomes, apparently.
So you go into the garden and no.
Yeah.
Okay, you can go make me an investigation check.
Oh, great. Like I have that. Do I? No, I don't.
Go ahead and give me another perception check then.
Okay. Natural 20.
Not a single gnome to be found.
Okay. Yeah, so we're going insane. That's great.
You're
That's-
pretty sure that your mind is playing tricks on you because of everything.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. It's still going to be on the list of mentioning things because I have nothing else to add to those conversations. And you know what? There's a lot of things going on. And maybe if I'm going insane or something is messing with me, we can add that to the list of we should maybe get that checked out. And I'm going inside.
Gone crazy. Be back later.
Gone crazy, be back later. Hey, and speaking of notes, when you enter your house, all of the lights are off. It's pretty early for that. Your mom doesn't usually go to bed that early. She definitely doesn't go to bed before you get home. And as you enter, you see on the, there's a little sideboard table that sits next to the door where your family typically leaves things for other members of the family. And you see a note.
Okay.
And it is in your mother's handwriting. And it says, gone to Aunt Beatrice's. Things are very strange in Pearl.
I have it on.
I took your owl for safety.
You.
Signs the GM hates you.
Moms are the best.
And, I'll vox you when I arrive.
I
Love,
will
Mom.
box you.
I'm going to prism you, Brandon.
and
Computer.
love, Mom.
Great. No, lovely, wonderful, great. Everything's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Here. It's not. Yeah. Great.
So you know that Aunt Beatrice is your mother's sister.
Okay, that's shocking to me. You're muted, Father.
Yeah, but his face isn't.
He said something. I could hear him from the room over.
I said, but hey, at least you know that there is an Aunt Beatrice.
That's
Yes,
a
Aunt
start.
Beatrice does exist. Aunt Beatrice lives in Abylonia. In fact, Aunt Beatrice lives in the Obsidian Fields where your father is supposed to be.
Same time, he won't pick up the box.
And your mother did, in fact, take her Vox with her because
Yeah.
otherwise she couldn't Vox you when she gets
Yeah.
there.
So the entirety of the plan I had has fallen apart, and I saw a gnome. That doesn't exist.
But I will point out that
Anyways, it's a natural 20.
your mother has left Pearl without you because of safety.
So the owl's definitely the one doing this.
Your mother has left Pearl without you because of safety.
So the owl is the one who did this.
And
So
you're
am
now
I, like,
at home alone.
am I still linked with them even?
You are linked with Soda specifically right now.
So I'm starting to really think Pearl isn't safe anymore.
No city is.
No, I mean, look, we know my owl's supposed to be protecting me and I guess my mother because he knows I would panic over her. My mom left
Oh, okay, that was smart.
without me is the thing. She wouldn't do that.
It's apparently a thing she does now.
Okay, I don't understand. Maybe Amber will. Is it weird that a mom left without what? Her mom left without her, and she's worried because her mom left.
I mean,
Isn't that normal?
her mom specifically, it does seem a little strange.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, this isn't.
The captains of understatement.
I mean, can you still be our little escape plan?
Yeah, I can be the escape. I'm just saying, make this as fast as you can. Also, I might be going crazy
Hey,
because I thought I
Can
saw
you
like a,
raid your mom's kitchen to make sure we have food and stuff like that?
I guess. I also,
Yay.
I think I'm going insane. So I'm a little
That's
tiny,
important. Maybe you should have started with that.
Yeah.
Why is
I-
it going insane?
tiny little 1 foot man.
Tiny
I'm
little
gonna
1
need a
foot
little bit
man.
more context.
So he only had 1 foot?
Hey,
Wait.
Braylon, give me a perception check.
I don't have more context. There was a tiny little guy. It was like about a foot tall at my garden gate. And then he wasn't there.
That feels like the start of a weird poem. There was a
tiny-
tiny little 1 foot man at the garden of my gate.
Can I use Streetwise to try to like decipher this nonsense?
I mean, no.
Okay. Fair.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day?
Absolutely
More
not.
like a 1 foot man.
Hey, Braylon, you gonna give me that perception check?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
misheard
just-
that.
There's no more context I can give. I thought I saw a little guy and then I didn't. And I think I'm going insane.
What did he look like?
Tiny little guy.
Tiny little guy.
Like,
What color was his skin? Did he have hair?
Braylon sees nothing. That is a 10.
No.
Proper number of fingers and toes, seeing as he has
I
1 foot.
didn't count the fingers and toes.
Okay.
But I was just trying to see if the owl was here, which apparently he's not. He's going to, where the hell is he going? A city in fields or near there with my mom to my aunt. But tiny little guy, I saw him for a second. He was like 1 foot. I forgot the description immediately. So
Weed suit, big fluffy beard.
yeah.
We'll figure this
Pointy
out
hat.
later.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm going insane. So that's fun.
Pick up that.
It all sounds par for the course right now.
It does, but also I couldn't find him after I lost him in the garden. So
Wait. What's par for the course? A tiny little man or her going insane?
yes.
Yes.
Have we seen Mari? She had her breakdown like last
There's
episode. I know
a
it was a while
50-50
ago.
chance here that she really did see something And we just can't identify it because she's so fried from everything. She couldn't get enough details. And, you know, I could try something out on you and try to like pluck the memory from your brain.
Yeah, sure. Go
Okay.
for it.
Later.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
great. That sounds like a plan.
Ruby,
Yes.
as you are partaking of some food, getting ready to lay down for some rest, you wander by one of the windows in the room that you're in. Give me a perception check.
Hmm.
I'm waiting for us to get another like mental link of, hey, there's a tiny little guy. Tiny little guy.
19. Okay.
Big old 19.
It's really pretty here.
Ooh, this feels like something important's happening though.
So back to Pearl.
I'm gonna spend my hero point.
Okay.
I'm too curious and I want to know. Hopefully nothing terrible happens afterwards. My hero point count is at 0. Rolled a 12, so that's just 23.
Yeah, it's really, really pretty here.
No.
So back in Pearl, Joe, you were gonna do something?
In the zip zorp moment, she was gonna try to use what the heck is it called on here? The psychometry on one of those icky black stones.
Oh,
Oh dear. Oh, okay. This has switched directions on me. No, get quite all right. Let me get your sheet so that I can be aware of how that works.
Mhm.
Open.
And we never heard from Soda again.
that
Suddenly
might be a best case scenario.
Amber comes back and she's just like a cranky shadow. Who knows?
Come on. Sorry, roll 20's taking its time.
Or
All right.
the zip zorp is so fast she doesn't even have a chance. She just pulls it out, looks at it, and goes, never mind.
Okay. All right. Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll for that.
Would that investigation? What kind of role would you like for that?
Should be perception because it's just
Yeah.
it's an
Perception's hella
enhanced
better for me.
Yeah. Give me a perception roll for that.
I'm not happy with that number.
It's up to you.
I'll save my hero point. I'll live with the 17.
All right. So you pull the little shard out, and we're talking about
From the alive plants.
from the alive plants. Okay. Sorry, you have a lot of shards in your bag right now.
No, not the one that like gave me the creepy flash of like emotions that she doesn't know how to process.
Okay.
No, the other
So not
like,
the one that came from the
Flameo hot man. No.
yeah, not from him. The one of the inky black shards that you found in the lab.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't get a lot. But there's a, you don't really get any images here. It's more feelings, hunger, fear, and a vague sense of seeking, looking, needing something.
Okay.
And for a brief moment, you think you might hear a voice that sounds vaguely feminine and says, "That's cheating." And then you snap out.
Interesting.
Back in the pocket it goes.
Okay. Flash forward back to, I think I've gone crazy because of a tiny little 1 foot man.
Soda's still not completely sure if he is just 1 foot tall, whatever
Or
that
has
means,
1 foot.
or just has 1 foot. 50-50 shot again.
I'm assuming that if we don't use feet for measurement,
Yeah,
then
whatever
There-
size comparison makes sense.
yeah.
15 centimeters tall. What?
No. LaFondi's measurement thing probably has something like, it's like carrots or something. But we're going to translate it to intergalactic basic, which happens to be, and Calvin will love this, imperial.
Dang it! I love this.
Because we're Americans.
So yeah, so currently the plan is still that Mary will stay at her house in case of chaos.
Yeah.
So Amber's back here. I can possibly get us both into the exact place you want us to be if I've seen it before. Which is like a couple of offices and the foyer, which is not a good place. And I've definitely been in your old boss's office before.
You have been in the consul's office for sure.
Yeah.
Several times actually.
So I'm hoping I can power stunt this. Pretty sure I can pop us both in there if you want to risk that, or do you want to be nimbly bimbly?
You want to zip zorp?
Well, I can't zip zorp because I can only go in a straight line, so I can't like go through walls.
I can, kind of, sort of. If
Um,
there's shadows, I can do a thing. Want to try a thing?
I'm fine with trying a thing. You can make yourself invisible still, right?
Yes, it's not really invisibility, but close enough. Shadows are my friend. I don't know.
I'm just thinking, if case there is someone in that office, we might want to have a plan for what to do when we arrive.
Stab them.
I'm actually comfortable with that. Okay, let's do it.
Space was the best. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I was enjoying Calvin's.
They're like, oh, I heard that. What did she say? What?
Calvin's psychic pain.
Just in the distance, Mary's going, I feel like there's a thing I'd morally object to.
So
Probably.
while Soda and Amber decide whether or not stabbing someone is a good plan, we're going to go ahead and take our break.
Hey now.
And
Sure, and I'll say.
I will adjust my camera that just fell over. And so we're gonna go ahead and take our break. We're gonna refill our water, stretch
Should
our
get water.
legs, stretch our legs, and we will be back here in 5 to 7 minutes. as soon as Alex puts us